Hey, beautiful people. Welcome to Moms Are Funny 2 podcast, the mother you wish you heard all the real tea from. I am your host, Jessica Amber Hutnall, CEO of Moms Are Funny 2. My foundation of my company is my inspirational clothing brand, Glory Zone, along with several different popular collections such as Jayla Rose Collection, Women, Men, and Children Collection. I am a working mother, content creator, actress, and comedian. Tune in every week to get your cup of energy because, baby, I am the definition of good vibes. I'm leaving my mark to inspire parents, entrepreneurs, and everyday people across the globe to become their true selves. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. And you know who it is. And if you don't, it's your girl, Moms Are Funny 2. And today, special co-host, sorry, y'all. And today's special co-host I have is my Black Beauty Box by the founder, Mercedes. She created this Black Beauty Box. It's a public directory for all Black businesses, but you gotta be a Black-owned business to be in that beauty box, okay? So let's ask Mercedes how she's doing today, and let's tune in, everybody. Get ready, and get ready. Hi,
Mercedes. Hi. How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm good. Just chilling. Not doing much, but same old.
Still Saturday. Well, thank you so much for submitting and inquiring to be a co-host of the day on my podcast. We have been following each other for quite some time now on social media.
Oh, yeah.
And it's crazy how small this world is because we discovered that your sister is my daughter's teacher.
Yeah. I was like, small world.
Small world.
Just getting smaller every day.
And the more I look at you, you guys resemble each other. I'm like, wow, like you just never know. You know what I'm saying? So that's super awesome. Super awesome. So Mercedes, could you tell us a little more about yourself and all that you do and where you're from?
Okay, so my day-to-day profession is accounting. I do accounting work for a business management company, but my passion and what drives me is Black businesses in the Black community. When I was a little girl, me and my sister and my mom, she was raising us. She raised us on the Black dollar. And so for anyone who doesn't know what that means she works for a Black-owned business. And then the Black-owned business, they have Black employees and they networked with other Black businesses. So it was like an all Black operation. And ever since I was a little girl, I was kind of obsessed because the owner was a woman, and she talked to a lot of Black business women, and I would just look and I would be like, oh, wow, that's amazing. I want that. And so I went off to school and I studied business management. So if you take my passion for Black businesses and you take, my degree for school, you get my Black Beauty Box. And that's kind of how it was started and how it happened. I kind of got tired of seeing Black businesses close and stuff like that and shut down and stuff. And I was like, man, is there something I can do that can help empower and inspire and help these businesses so they don't have to close up? And so I'm just doing my part.
So much for doing your part. And thank you so much for adding me to your Black-owned business directory. I appreciate you so much. That was shocking to me that you reached out and even told me. That makes me feel like I'm doing something great because there's days that I just feel like I'm not doing enough. And although I know that I'm doing the best that I can, I just still feel like I can go harder in my business. So I just appreciate you for even being here and for providing that platform for us business owners. So if you are a Black-owned business and you're tuning in, you want to look up right now, stop what you're doing, go to Instagram and go type in my Black Beauty Box and give Mercedes a follow. Yes, you around the country in the United States, go follow Mercedes, okay? So my next question I have for you, Mercedes, what are like some hardships and like trials and tribulations in, if you had any, in your childhood and your adulthood? What are some things that you went through that you feel like made you are to who you are today?
So what makes me who I am today is
Yeah.
honestly the women I had in my life. I feel like I have men in my family, you know. I have my dad, I have men in my family and stuff like that, but I have a lot of strong powerhouse women in my family, and they go out and they get the job done. I mean, like, they handle business. So especially, my mom, of course, you know, growing up with my mom. So to have that around and to see that on a daily basis and consistently, you know, it's a lot to live up to. And I was like, I want to embody that. I want to embody like a strong Black woman, you know. No shade towards strong Black men. I feel like it's collaboration and teamwork. But because I grew up with so many powerhouse women, I was like, I gotta step it up. I gotta, make something happen.
Right. Could you share anything about your childhood that you remember? Maybe that's something that was very challenging for you, but you just overcame it.
For me, when I was growing up, I was more or less very introvert. So I mean, you know my sister. So
Yeah.
Diane, she's more like bubbly and like,
She's a preschool teacher, obviously.
Yeah. So she was always that person and stuff like that. And so we're 10 and a half months apart. So right after she was born, I was in the
Mama.
So we're 10 and a half months apart. So at one point in the year, we're both the same age. So I think with that and having a sister who's so, outgoing and just like, she's impressionable and stuff like that, I'm like, dang, I'm shy. It's not that I can't talk to people and stuff like that. It's just like, I just want to stick around my mom. I want to stick around the older folks and stuff like that. And so for me, that was one of the challenging parts growing up. And it was challenging with my business too, because it was like all about coming out of the shell and being somebody who goes and talk to people and say stuff. And, it's so funny because my mom, she started putting me in like cheerleading. She started putting me in like plays and stuff like that. And I didn't know, I found out later that she did that stuff because I scored low in like interaction with people. They used to test for that. I'm like, now they wrong. How you going
to test for that social skill? Oh, they do test for social skills. They sure do.
Yeah, and I was like, oh.
Yes. I know being a preschool teacher and being in preschool, I remember getting tests for my social skills. I was talking too much, but hey, look at me now. I got a podcast.
See, and that's the thing.
That's amazing. So what made you, I think we covered like what made you start the Black owned business. We kind of covered that, right?
Yeah, just covered it a smidge, yeah.
And then did we go over like the name, like what made you create the name Black Beauty Box? We kind of covered
that. We didn't. You know what? I'm so glad we own that. So when I was a little girl, I have a lot of textured hair. Don't let the wig fool you. Mm-hmm. Under this wig is a lot of textured hair. Mm-hmm. And so for me growing up, I was always into like hair and not necessarily makeup, but like when it came to hair and it came to like the afro and wearing hair in different styles and stuff like that, I absolutely loved it. And I was like, man, I couldn't do hair. Diane, she could do hair real good, but man, I just didn't have that. So when it came to the name My Black Beauty Box, I had to bring in the obsession I had when I was younger when it came to what I believe was beautiful for us as Black women. And it's our crown, which is our head of hair. And so that's where My Black Beauty Box, the name came from. It was my obsession.
I really love that idea. And I love the fact that you even created something like that because it's true. Like, I don't know, like women, if our hair is not done, we don't feel, even though we know our face is beautiful, we know, but I don't know, it's just something about our hair that makes us feel more empowered. And like, I know like how my feeling of my just attitude will change. If my hair, you know, when you first get your hair all fresh and done,
Yes.
versus, you know, it's looking a little, oh, you're like, I might not want to go out today. I need to get my hair done. So getting our hair done, it's not no more safe for to look good for somebody else. It's for us. Like, we want to be
Exactly.
confident in ourselves. We got to look in the mirror every day. So I applaud you for creating a platform that allows women to, and it's not just, this is men, you are allowed to get on the Black Beauty Box as well. This
Exactly.
is not just one gender thing, but it's just for Black women. We are the most, it's funny, we are the most hated on, but everybody want to look like us.
Right. You see, that's
And
message.
it's crazy to me. But you know what? I thank God that I'm Black and beautiful, because honey, I wouldn't have it any other way. So I
I heard
appreciate
that.
you so much for that. Um, so how long have the Black Beauty business been around? The Black Beauty Box, excuse me.
So it's been around since 2017, but it revamped once COVID hit, so March 2020. And that's what I tell people, because when it was first started in March of 2000, not March, it was in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
It was more or less, I want to say, a hobby. It wasn't something I was really giving all my time to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was really working and doing all this other stuff. But once COVID hit and we kind of had time to sit back and really look at what we wanted to do and prioritize things, that's when my focus shifted, because I was like, I really want this to be the forefront. This is, you know, something that's important to me. I feel like it's not just mine. It's like, I feel like all Black women, you know, all Black men, I feel like it's all of us together. That's why when people read the name it doesn't say Mercedes Black Beauty Box. So I want that, you know, ownership, that sense of mind, that sense of pride, that sense of like entitlement to come when you see the box, you read the name of the box. And I want women and men to feel like, yes, this is mine, you know, this is ours.
And could you tell the audience, like, if they were interested in getting their products in your Black Beauty Box, could you tell them how they could do that?
Definitely. So if you go to Instagram and follow the page, my Black_beauty box, and then you click the link in the bio, there is a section that says join the box. And it's a spreadsheet. And you just add your business to the spreadsheet, add all the information. And what I end up doing is I pull businesses from the spreadsheet, and then I create a monthly theme. And then I reach out to those businesses and stuff, and then arrange to have them in the box. I really want everybody in the box.
I want to be in the box. Can I put some earrings in the box?
Yes, you can definitely be in the box.
This part of beauty right here. I ain't got no hair products, but I got some beauty products.
Yes, and those earrings are fire. I definitely want those in the box.
We're gonna have to talk then. I'm gonna have to send you a pair. So, so customers can come on to your directory and they could purchase the box directly from your website, right?
Yeah, so on the website, you can purchase the box, and you can look at the directory and find businesses that you want to support. I feel like a lot of times, a lot of people don't necessarily support Black businesses because they don't know how many there are. And there are like, I don't know if there's a Black business that does something like, I don't know, painting. You know, I don't know a Black painting business, and they can go into the directory and be like, oh, wait, there's a Black painting business. Oh, okay. And then, you know, make that happen. So now there's no excuses as to why people can't support Black businesses, because you have the resources. And that's why we put it on a keychain. You ain't gonna lose your keys.
Yes. Can you explain the keychain, y'all? Because I have seen this keychain come around. I interviewed Miss Johnny Green, and she passed me the keychain, and it's so crazy because there's multiple people that is connected with Mercedes that I have personally met. So Mercedes is really doing her thing out here. She's really connecting people. So could you explain them a little bit about that keychain?
Oh yeah. So this is the directory QR code keychain. There are several versions. This version right here has the Black Africa fist on there. And if you turn it around to the back, this is the QR code. Okay. So once once somebody scans the QR code, they go directly into the directory. So they don't have to go searching on the computer, what's the web address. They don't have to go and find that business card that they probably lost a week ago. And now they're trying to figure out what was the name of that person that did hair. No, they just scan the QR code keychain and they're right in there. Some of the businesses like Johnny, her book is on the front of hers.
Yes, so hers is. She gave me one. She gave
exactly. Me. So the businesses, they each can have their logo and stuff on there too. They're customizable. So if you wanted some with the MOMZ Are Funny logo on there,
I do.
I got you.
Thank you, love. Okay, so I have a few more questions before we wrap up. Where do you see like yourself and your business just in the next 5 years? Because I'm all about manifesting what I want. So like, where do you see yourself?
So where I see the business, you said in the next 5 years?
Yeah, the next 5 years.
Oh, I see the business as a household name. I see every, and not even just Black person. I see every person with a directory QR code keychain. I see businesses like just blowing up and getting bigger than life because that somebody somewhere found them in a keychain. And then they reached out and was like, I've been looking for a business like you. I'm so glad I found you. And I see this because right now these keychains, they're in beauty supply stores. They get passed out at book signings. Yeah. They get passed out at farmers markets. They get passed out. Like, we really be making an effort to get these keychains to everybody, and they're free. So I mean, like, come on now, they don't have to pay for it. It's free,
Amazing.
Because we want to support them.
That is something I'm gonna need, especially when I do events and vending events and stuff like that. That is something I could give like a freebie and get more awareness to my business and your business. So that is super awesome. Thank you so much for creating that. So as you know, or you may not know, but I'm sure you know because you've been following me for a while, I have this collection that I've been really patient on, and I debuted 2 items from the Glory Zone collection because I'm waiting on the Lord and I'm waiting on the Lord, and it's gonna be coming out soon. I'm telling you.
Yes.
So yeah, Glory Zone. So when you hear the word Glory Zone, what do you think? Like, what do you think it means to you?
So when I hear the word Glory Zone, I think about when you make it. Okay, so after we run our race, right? And we finish our race and you go on to glory, that means you finished, you accomplished, you achieved, you already pushed it to the limit, and you have excelled in your purpose and your vision in your life and everything that you have going. So I feel like when you go on to glory, you just go on to better because you excelled and you just killed it.
Love it. You correct. It's so amazing that I came up with this because I'm like, God, this could literally mean anything, and it's literally the answer to it. So exactly. So what are some things you do to stay in your glory zone and to be in your glory zone?
So what I do, and this was something that was really big for me, I shifted my focus because before I was like, oh, I gotta do. I was a person who liked control. I like to be structured. I like to just, hammer it out and drive it basically. But I turned my shift over and I said, you know what? I can't do this and I can't be like this anymore. I gotta let God take the wheel. And so what I ended up doing was I shifted the focus. I started writing in, I have a Bible journal. I started writing in my Bible journal every day. Some days I miss, me and God, we're talking about that right now because I be missing some days and I got to do better. Yeah. But once I shifted the focus and I let go of the wheel to where I wasn't driving anymore, that's when things started falling into place because I had to let go.
When I'm
and let God.
I stopped leaning on my own understanding because I'm a person, like, I've always had a plan in my head of how I want things to go. And I guess that's me being such a visual manifestation person because I spoke I've always spoken life to myself, even if I was in my worst circumstances, or even if I feel in that midst of that moment, I just felt like, God, I'm not gonna make it out of this. I'm leaning on my own understanding too much. When I know when I'm leaning on my own understanding, when I start to have suicidal thoughts, or I just start to feel so tired and just feel like, I'm just not worthy. But I take myself out of that, and I just, that's what makes me lean on God even more. And He goes and just shows out, and I'm just like, oh, Lord, you something else. And it's amazing that you never know where you'll be if you give up.
Exactly.
So I don't know who's this for right now. I'm getting chills. Somebody gonna listen to this, and you're in a situation right now where you feeling like you are ready to go. And I'm telling you, just hang on. Hang on. You have support. Reach out to me. Reach out to Mercedes. There's people in this world, all over this world right now, that is just here. We're here. We may not be physically here, but we're here. So if anyone needs to just reach out, anyone who wants, guidance or just help, you have these two beautiful ladies in front of you that are listening. If you're listening to my podcast, just reach out to us and just keep going. I promise you, there's so many things that you guys will eventually learn about me personally as I continue to talk on my podcast and show up. Because I almost quitted this. I did, y'all. I almost quit this, but I'm like, God, nope.
Yeah,
You don't even understand this.
today.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you would like to share? Any last words before we wrap it up?
No, I'm just honored for the opportunity. I feel like you are moving in your purpose. And I feel like because you are moving in your purpose and you are bringing God along with you in that purpose, a lot of people try to move without Him. But because you are moving with Him, you are just going to, go above and beyond anything you could ever imagine. As long as you remember and take God with you. Don't lean on, like you said, don't lean on your own understanding, because our own understanding, can slip us up. It can have us thinking we're not doing enough, have us thinking we're failing, have us comparing ourselves to the next person. But this is your race, and your race and their race is completely different. So as long as you keep your eyes on the prize, I already know you're going to be really big, and I can't wait for people to see this podcast.
Me too. Oh, Mercedes, I just love you so much. I just want to give you a hug. Hopefully, I can physically meet you and we can just connect and just grow and just. Oh, I love you. Thank you so much for being on my show. Thank you all for tuning in, no matter where you are around this world, around the globe. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And again, Mercedes, leave your Instagram and your website one more time before we wrap up. So you can find Mercedes.
IG, my black _ beauty box, website, myblackbeautybox.org. So check that out.
Okay, thank you all for tuning in. And I hope your day was filled with a cup of energy. You all have a blessed one. Bye-bye.